Hey, Peter, do you want to hear some trivia?
Oh, mate, I love a good game of trivia.
Guess what happens when a chook and two pelicans get together?
What's that, mate?
A clucking good time. That's right, you pelicans. The wobbly chook has jumped on board, keeping the bird presence strong. Whether you like a pale ale, brown ale, IPA, or a lager, the wobbly chook has you catered. Crafted from Yamba's finest chooks.
Better still, Mick, how do we get some wobbly chook?
That's easy, P2. Jump online at www.wobblychookbrewingco.com or pop into 26 Cole Street in the heart of Yamba.
And have a clucking good time.
Cluck out.
Cuckoo! Always remember, don't be a mud gudgeon and drink responsibly.
Welcome back to another episode of the Two Pelicans podcast. So you would have just missed that.
G'day, you Pelicans.
Here he was. You were sort of hung up on his
door. Go and have a good time with them a bit later on.
Pelicans landing in 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Two Pelicans podcast. I'm Mick.
I'm Bo.
And we are the Two Pelicans, once again here to make fishing great again. One cast, one throw, one story at a time. And look, we're here today and very sunny. I think we've hit 30 for the first time since the end of winter, so that was nice. And, mates, it's been an interesting week. What's been happening?
Yeah, not a lot, mate. Just working away, getting ready for the weekends to come. I've got a very busy schedule coming up. Oh, tell me about it. How good's this chook?
Nothing like a chook on a bloody hot summer's day, that's for sure.
And look, and it is a hot bloody day here at Grafton. There is no rain and no rain in sight. So hopefully it stays like that for a while because I tell you what, looking around at the river and the Bass Electrics in 2 weekends' time, we're going to have bloody clean water and it's going to be outstanding.
Yeah.
I got the young daughter there ringing me. Sorry, darling. I'll get back to you there. Dad of the year right here, ignoring the daughter. But yeah, no. So river's looking really good. I'm really excited about it. It looks like there's a bit of salt pushing up. I think there's a lot of bass. A lot of big bass have made a bit of a run up river. There's been some good reports on the weekend from up at the gorge. And below the gorge, some very nice, healthy fish getting caught. Anyone that follows Curtis Parker, I think he cracked a 53 straight up back on the home waters. What a legend. There was just some young fella, I think, below the gorge who whacked a 57. And it wasn't in too bad condition as well. It was it was a nice fish, but it all spawned. Imagine seeing it all spawned up. It would have been absolute
it would have been
giant.
pretty cool. Mates, look, funny about that, the big bass, the gorge. When I've been in the gorge, when we get them, 2 foot river rises, things seem to go a bit ballistic, but it's not all the time. And what would you put that down to? Like I sort of, I've heard there's an old wives' tale of every 7 years something goes ballistic, but what are your thoughts about it?
I've heard the old 7-year wives' tale. But look, I just think it goes on the weather cycle mainly. Last year we didn't have a very good gorge run at the start of around September. The previous year we had an absolute ballistic run and we had some good water come through. So this year we've had a bit of water come through and a bit of water come through at certain times of the year, I think makes a big difference to tell these fish that, I'm going to move or I'm going to stay. And a lot of fish over the last 2 years, I feel, have stayed in the river or there hasn't been a huge movement up. The food's here in the river. It is so alive in bait. It is ridiculous. Like, at the moment, we've got the tide. It's Wednesday afternoon. What is it? 3:33. We've got a bit of a tide going out. On the way home, I stopped and looked at a drain just to see bait activity. And
magic.
Oh, mate.
Magic.
Like if you were trying to get feeder fish for a fish tank, like I used to do for my saltwater aquariums. One scoop. One bloody scoop. Like it's ridiculous. Now it's all through the river at the moment. So
now, just for the listeners, first of all, I'll get back to your week in a second, but I feel like I've got to tell a bit of a story before I get to the point, and then the story that I'll ask you. Is that I, for a lot of reasons, haven't been able to go do a lot of fishing over the last 4 or 5 weeks. Some of them for personal reasons, work commitments, family reasons. I've just had a lot going on. So I am going to hopefully get back on the water this Sunday and hopefully turn that tide on the no fishing side of things. But the sad side of that is because of the work, I would have loved to, but not going down to Vicky for the the Brim Grand Final. It was just, unfortunately, work needs me at the end of that tournament. So, it was pretty shit thing. And spoke to Steve, and he said someone else will be happy about that, and fair enough. So, so it's just been a bit of a grind a little bit lately, just in all other aspects of life. But I'm going to get on the water no matter what this Sunday, and have a go. But leading into my question, after sports on Saturday, obviously watching my daughter in McLean, I pull up and I see that you've got a couple of Pelicans with you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just say I do my part for the community by helping young fellas out.
Yeah, you're showing them a thing or two, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it.
And man, I was there in that 5 minutes, and look, it was blowing. It was sort of rough. The casting was going to be hard as it was, but let's just say these guys are landing some pretty womba spots and busting off stuff, and it was sort of just funny to watch, but I enjoyed that.
You missed at the start where I explained to him, you need to cast on this angle because the wind's going to take it on this angle.
Yep.
And it's going to go in here.
Yep.
Bang, first cast. Yep. I think I whacked 3 fish. Then you pulled up, and then
They got a flatty.
They got a flatty. And that.
Hmm.
I gave them a quick masterclass, and sometimes it's better just to use these than to use these.
I always find that these get you into trouble.
Yeah, I had a wise man tell me that one day. I try to listen to it, but some days this gets me in so much fucking trouble.
Which is a great platform for this podcast sometimes.
Yeah.
And we won't go there. So, righto. So, look, you're showing the guys around. They were having a bit of fun, but it was just in a bit of banter, a good laugh. It was just good to see guys just having fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And look, it's not about catching fish all the time. Sometimes it's just about getting out and
I got there and I had a great little laugh and a yarn to these other young fellas, and mates, they were, even though they were having a few fuck ups, they were enjoying themselves.
Well, put it this way. I think I've been playing around with them for about 6 weeks now, and out at old Brushy Hotel.
Yep.
They're moving up the old club board higher and higher each week, so they're accumulating a few fish and working a few things out. So it's good it's good fun to see.
Anyhow, so look, I'll get back to your week then. So what else happened on your week off, or from last time week off? You didn't have a week off.
Yeah.
Since the podcast.
Got wrapped up by a bloody magpie.
Oh, yes. Righto. So you've been hammered already?
Yeah, no, I went out to I found a spot on good old Google Maps, and I was like, oh, I've never been there before. Let's go up in the cane grass and just chasing swamp donkeys and that. And there was one bloody jacaranda tree there, and literally walking back to the car,
bang,
boost. And then I've had to walk around because I put the rod in one side. It's got me again, and scared the absolute shit out of me. I was more worried about snakes, and next minute I'm getting aerial bombed. Yeah, wasn't expecting that.
No, look, I once again haven't done any fishing, unfortunately, of course. There's a little bit of preparation that's going into the Flathead Classic, and we might just talk about that a little bit later. But I think around back in the pipelines of this podcast, we've been busy organising a little bit of a road trip that's coming this Monday, and they're going to be 2 unique podcasts, something a little bit different, something that's I hope our listeners find interesting.
Yeah,
and from a visual aspect, it might be worth watching. I think we'll do a few reels where we can about what we're doing on them 2 days, but it involves this and a very special museum. So if you think good on you, drop us a line, send us a message. If you get it right, if you get it exactly right, well, this one's quite easy, right? The other one, I don't know. If you get it right, we might find something in the back shed for you. So anyhow, drop a line, drop it on the socials there on the Facebook page, and let us know where we're going this Monday. It's a road trip.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
So we've been organising that. It was sort of I have to be honest. Bo and I have just been really busy in our workplaces at the moment, and we are definitely not funded by all means by anyone to do this show. We do it because we love it. We love it because we get to talk about fishing, and we get to generally talk with industry experts or just anyone really about fishing, and we hope that sort of echoes through to you guys, and you guys appreciate that, right? So. So we're just going to have a bit of a lull today. No visitors, no guests, no nothing. And we're going to talk shit for another 10 minutes, half an hour. And we'll see how we go. But the other side of this is the preparation for me for this year's Flathead Classic. And in next week's show, we will get someone on that will be involved within that Flathead Classic space. And we'll discuss that. But I was there just... getting all the lures out, thinking about it, how we catch them, and really thought about this year, what do I want to achieve in it, right? So I'll give you a couple of examples here, right? And I could be a mud gudgeon to some of you guys for saying this, but I'm just going to put it out there. The end of last year, after a big long week of bloody fishing, Lenny and I decided to troll on the last day. And
it is one of the most. Sorry, I'm going to step in. It is one of the best, and I'm still amazed by 2019 what I learnt from the Flathead Classic.
Yeah. So trolling, like we just caught a shitload, right?
Yep. And
not even trying,
but like not even far back from the boat.
No. And like you got that boat disturbance, and you're only in 10 foot of water, if that. You're lucky to be 10 foot, right? Yep. So. Yeah, so that's been going through my mind this year. Don't get me wrong, the first day, I think I got a 84 centimetre fish, which was really great. And we got a few good ones after that, but then it sort of, the bite really died off. And we noticed like Team Wilson and a few other guys just trolling the fuck out of everything, right? And so, whilst it's great to get that, well, I wouldn't say 84 was a trophy fish, but it was a good fish to get in a competition, right?
Anything over 70 in that, anything over really anything, 70 and above are big scores.
Yeah. If you can make the meter mark up the Gold Coast, mate, you should have it sewn. You should have it sewn up, right? As in for the biggest one, right?
Yeah.
So we watched a few guys trolling around, so I'm thinking to myself, we might be a little bit more strategic this year and bring on the troll. Maybe not on the first day, but the troll might make a comeback later in the first day and maybe straight into the second and third day. Now, I don't know if the casters out there will appreciate that, but we might take a few chooks up and just troll around all day.
The thing is with the flatty comps, and look, I'll probably get trolled for this as well. They're different.
Mm.
Like I don't think there's a stigma around
trolling.
Yeah, for flatty.
Yeah, okay.
In flatty comps, where like in other comps, like you do that, that's see you later, mate. Maybe.
Yeah.
But with what I found when we did it, it was in the morning if the tide was up, work the morning.
Yep.
And then as soon as that sun rises,
yeah. Yeah, okay.
Glug, glug, and the day is great.
And I think that's that is exactly how I think I'm going to approach it.
Yeah.
And it might be that too. It just might be the first 2 or 3 hours of the morning, then straight into troll mode. I don't know, but trolling's more on my mind this year. And so I think that's sort of been playing in my head a bit. So I've over the years, like I've accumulated that many flathead lures. I don't even know what I'm doing with half of them, right? Like, but they're all trophy ones as well.
Pink
like
Tango Shad.
Tango Shad's definitely in the arsenal. But we were using micro broom stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, really
The lively,
small.
the lively wooden lures.
Lively lures. Yep.
They're another good one.
Yep. I think Samaki had some ones that are in pink there too that were in the. And this is the other thing: the flathead bags or the bags that you get as signing up to them. Like you get that much gear in them, right? And so
you could literally do the comp just with that.
Yeah. And we have some big banging stuff in there, like for trophy fish. But I'm finding by the time the competition starts, I'm finding using the big stuff a lot more harder, and I've gone back to sort of using, I wouldn't say micro sort of stuff, but like only 4 inches at the most, right?
Yep.
4 inches, anything sort of bigger than that. If you get up there, and we have done this, right? So we've gotten up there at we go for a full week, us and the crew.
Yep.
We go for a full week. We have a bit of first night fever. We might put the bait in here and there, just muck around for a couple of hours. But in them couple of days where we muck around for a couple of hours, we throw all the big stuff on, right? And we get good fish. Yeah. So big shout out to my lure box. They're whiting plastics. What are they called again? I've got a mind blank.
The new ones or
no, the old school ones. I don't want to say whiting glide. Whiting glide. That's not right, is it? Anyhow, everyone knows what I'm talking about. I think it was the first ones that John bought out, but mate, rolling them around in 3 foot of water up on them edges up there is just dynamite when, no one's really been fishing for them.
Yeah.
But as that week drags on, right, and people get out and, and I have no qualms with people doing this. Like, I don't want it to be a pre-fish ban or anything like that, because it's a family / fun social competition, right? Now, some people will say, yes, it is, but it can't be real social when look, the flip side of that is it is expensive, but.
Are you talking about the soft glide, soft plastic?
Soft glide, that's it. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Whiting glide, I'm thinking of the MMD one.
Blue or whiting?
Yeah, I was thinking the MMD. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. So I don't want to say pre-fish ban or anything, and there's been a lot of speculation, I think, with a lot of competitors and people in the fishing arena about the cost of it this year, and obviously cost of everything's just going up through the roof, but I think we'll probably talk about that more maybe in next week's episode. But
I was about to say maybe because it's been heard and everyone's heard about it, but I'm sort of sitting back going, maybe we wait till the end of it to see if it was a value for money, because I remember when we did it and I was lucky enough to be sponsored for that event, so we didn't have to pay our entry fee and that. But even if I had to pay the entry fee for it, it was probably one of the greatest weekends of fishing up on the Gold Coast I've ever had.
I'm definitely not going to deny that, right? I have seen and been to a few comps in my time. This is by far the best comp I've ever been in, right? Now, it depends, if you're really, really competitive, you can be competitive.
Yep.
If you really just there to have some fun, you can have some fun. Your family can go in it. But more importantly, the atmosphere in the afternoon and night, catching up with people.
Yeah. Going around to the few vendor stores.
Yeah, the vendor stores, all them guys are great. And look, most of the guys have jumped on board there this year to do it all over again as they've done in previous years, right? You can't deny that it is a premier competition
in Australia.
Yep. You
Yep.
can't deny that, right? In the way of estuary, forget all the outside big stuff. But
shout out to Gold Coast Fishing Club for doing it. They've done it for years and amazing.
It's amazing. And, away from that too, they used to run the QTS out of there. And, I've always enjoyed my time up that way. Especially, obviously with the Gold Coast Club sort of backing and support and creating that stuff. So, but yeah, I'll critique it after the classic itself. But if it's anything to go by any of the years that we've been there, we haven't had a bad year. In saying that, we've seen some changes, and that might be for trying to bring down them costs. Like I think last year they brought in food trucks and things like that.
Yep.
which personally didn't worry us. The only thing that we generally worry about is making sure we still get the beer for, I know it's pretty cheap. I think it was like $5 a can or something like that. Just the general fun of just catching up with people, because now we've done it for so many years. You get to see the people that you might only see once a year,
Once
right?
a year.
And it's good. And it's good. So, and get to talk, go see, other, people within the industry as well that you don't normally talk to. And yeah, it's a great atmosphere.
Yeah,
it really
I love
is.
it. I love the raffle too.
Oh, the raffle. Yeah.
That always takes about $350 out of me, I think, by last time.
Well, the first year, Lenny got into the top 30 draw. I think it was top 30 or top 25. And it was funny because we didn't want the boat.
Yeah.
We didn't want the boat.
Yeah.
We wanted that trip to, I think it was Vanuatu or somewhere.
The island?
Yeah. It's just like, man.
And you had that reef fishing trip.
Yeah. We're just like, that's what we want. You know what I mean? We don't care about the boat. We've got boats.
And the boat's great. Like the boat's bloody awesome.
We'd take the boat if we had to, but,
Cool bloody wraps by Bonza Graphics as well.
Yeah. Another week away with a mate or two. And, max power. So, it was just sort of one of them things where, you don't get that in anything else generally.
I won
anything I've been.
I won the casting comp there one year.
Did you?
Yeah, won the casting comp.
I don't think they've had a casting comp.
No. I ended up winning like a bloody $2,000 ECU mapping for me car and
right.
And that. Yeah, no, it was bloody awesome.
Yeah, cool.
And that. Only one that used the bait caster.
Yeah, right.
Picked up. Everyone was using the spin stick. Picked up bait caster. Boost. And that was pretty funny. I think I ended up winning bloody $100 off the one of the mates as well, because he was like, you can't do that.
That's what you want.
Yeah, $100 says I can.
Yeah, well, that's definitely what you want. But yeah, so anyhow, it was one of them things where, I don't know.
Actually,
unfortunately,
that was the first year I met Matt Fraser from Baramba.
Okay.
That's where our relationship started back in 2019 there.
There you go.
Sorry, Matt, you probably hate
regretting
that now.
but yeah, like all jokes aside, and looking at the entries this year, and how long it took to come to that quota, I think there is some concerns around the cost. And we've spoken about this in the show: cost of living, cost of everything. The cost of their insurances, right? The cost to open up and hold in all that area for the week or lease at a license off a council. There's a whole heap of things, right?
That wouldn't be cheap.
Yeah, there's a whole heap of things that come into play here. It's not the committee's fault. It's the way of life. But I think for our crew that generally go up, we I don't know. It would be interesting to see whether we go there next year. I think,
or do we go Chase Barrow?
Yeah, that's what's been talked about is to go up north, and
because I'll join your crew for that.
Yeah. Do the 4X gold sort of lifestyle thing for a week or so.
No, we're taking chooks. Sorry,
we're taking
chooks.
Yeah, we're taking chooks, but like
I can't do
4X gold lifestyle is in the ad that used to be on TV. Where you could win a trip or win 4X. I don't know what the hell.
4X Island. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Noddy went to that a few times. Jeez, I was dirty at that when I was an apprentice. Because that was when I was an apprentice at the pub.
Huh.
And most of the guys that go to the Flathead Classic and that sponsor that, they've all been to 4X Island too.
Right.
I've seen the pictures, boys. You can't.
Hey, P2.
Hey, mate, what's up?
Mate, now that I've got this boat here and I've got the electronics on the way, I'm going to need some fishing gear.
Mate, you can't look flash in that new rig without some new fancy fishing gear.
I know.
Mate, I can only recommend one thing. I would head over to the Dire Australia website, mate, and make yourself a little bit of a wish list and then head into your local tackle store and see if those legends can get it in. Because if there's one thing I know, mate, Dire Australia, they have it all. Whether you want a brand new rod, a nice new shiny reel, or some new line to go on it, then you're going to need some tackle, of course. They have it all. Dire Australia is your one-stop shop, and the big supporters here, the Two Pelicans podcast.
Yeah. Righto. As always, we've also got P2 here in a second with his weekly wisdom. So let's get it on.
Oh, Pelicans. P2 here with his weekly wisdom. And, boys, P2's been getting himself in a bit of mischief lately. Last week, P2 has had a bit on. So last week, bass are biting, of course, bass season, and young bloke wanted to go for a bit of a fish down the river. So I picked him up from school, shot down the river, a bit of drizzly rain around, beautiful afternoon other than that. Now, there's a little bit of a ledge there. Some would be familiar with the ledge if you know where it is. Probably like a bit of a metre and a half up, bit of sandstone sort of cliff, Anyway, the river's right down below it. So the young bloke's fishing away, and old P2's going, you know what? That little bush that's there, I've grabbed that and swung around that sandstone cliff like thousands of times in my younger days. I'm just going to grab that branch and swing on around that bit of a cliff. So old P2's grabbed the branch, I've swung around, I've lost my footing, and I'm gone. I'm straight over the side of the cliff. I've hit my ribs straight onto the bloody cliff. My elbows jammed in. I've tumbled up. I've ended up in the river. I've come up gurgling and spitting and coughing and farting. Got claret coming out of my elbow. My ribs feel like I've snapped every single one. I pick up my rod. My rod snapped in half, and my reel handle's all bent. Boys, I've done myself a proper mischief. So been a bit sore and weary the last week, as you could probably understand. So just got over that. And yesterday, icing on the cake. Running late to pick the kids up from school, come out of the painting booth, ripped off my painting clothes, and me pants I wear for painting, the pocket's half hanging off. And I've ripped my pants off on the laundry floor, and my fucking foot has got stuck clean in the pocket, and old P2's legs have just gone straight out from under him. I'm just laying like straightways in the air. I don't know how I defied gravity, but I'm just laying there, and I'm like, this is going to hurt. And caboose, straight down onto the floor. And, old P2's back's a little tender. So I thought I'd just fill you in a bit of the mischief I've been getting myself into the last week. Is it just me, or do things just seem to hurt once you reach 30? It just everything seems to hurt more. So
Fucking 30.
I'm sure you're laughing your chops off at that. But anyway, P2 out.
Well, you're only worried about being over 30. That's just a fucking stitch up.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I think you need to put your bloody glasses back in your top pocket there, big dog.
Yeah. No, that's right. Look, we've all been there. Definitely rock climbing, which is something I don't do anymore. I used to do it back in my 30s. But I remember going up the gorge many moons ago, and we got up there at about 2 o'clock in the morning. And, we got the little punt in. We made it up to the first lot of falls, tied it off, and we walked, and we kept walking. And I reckon we were pretty much climbing up like a solid 2 to 3 metre cliff face. So backpack on right, rod in mouth.
Yep.
Okay. Getting up on this and just felt the thing go, and I'm just like, do. And the same thing, I sort of, not too bad, but bent the handle of the reel.
Yep.
A little bit of claret on the chin, and obviously a lot of scraping down the sides of my arm there. But look, away from that, the reel still worked, right? Because that would be absolutely a disaster if you're going all that way with one rod and you put it in your mouth, and then you go and do that, and then you break your reel, then, pretty shit, ain't it?
I'm just going to say, boys, there's a reason companies make travelling rods that go into 4 pieces, and they go into a little tube and a little back, and it breaks it down. Look, and I know it's pain in the ass, but when I go to the gorge, that's when the travel rod comes.
Yeah, look, I guess back then the travel rods weren't like they were.
They're
now.
probably that stupid telescopic rod.
Rubbish.
Right.
Anyhow, but now, don't get me wrong, I've seen some really good ones, and I'm going to take your advice on that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really good to I might enjoy actually going hiking for a bit and then fishing somewhere if, I wasn't sort of in that predicament where I'm needing all my arms and legs to be
well,
about to go.
I'm actually getting ready. I was actually going to message P2 last night and ask him about the old trout season opening. I know he likes a bit of trouting, and
he loves a trouty.
I like going down below Ebor Falls, like proper mountain goat. I've sent the beautiful missus has been down below as mountain goat. She's mounted goat down the bottom of Ebor Falls and caught some nice big trout, but I want to go deep down into that canyon. So
yeah.
P2, if you're listening this week, shoot us a message if you got keen.
Yeah,
and
that's it.
we'll take the paddleboard as well. I don't think anyone has caught a trout on a paddleboard in Australia. That could be a first for you.
Ooh, trouty.
Yeah.
So I actually seen a reel, just on a side note of P2. He seemed quite dry on that paddleboard in the latest sort of reel that he
I'm
done.
quite impressed.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting. Yeah,
The way that he dances around the boat, I'm sure he would have fallen off it by now.
I'm just waiting for him to head down to like Woodburn or something on it when he hooks a bass, and maybe like a bull shark comes and takes the bass. Like then we might see him shit his pants a little bit. Like,
all right, mates. Let's just get into some fishing news there. As mentioned there today, this one's going to be a short one. We've got some preparation for this upcoming couple of weeks. Now, this weekend, actually, let's go back to last weekend. Clarence Valley Sports Fishing Club ran their first bass comp of
whoop whoop! First bass
the
comp of the
year.
2025-2026 season.
Your brother actually come first.
Yeah, Tyson Jacob.
Yeah. Well done, Dragon.
Yeah.
And,
won't let too much out of the cat because they want to keep it a bit of a secret. Because
yeah.
think they're going to do the electric. So
okay, yeah.
But yeah, no, done well. Caught some nice fish and caught a lot of fish.
Yeah. And look, I think by all reports, it sort of seemed like it was a little bit tougher than probably what was first expected.
Yeah, and look, I think a lot had to do with the moon phase that we had. So we had a lot of nice big full moon, nice big high tides at night time. And as I was saying at the start of the show, the river is full of bait.
Yeah.
And on taking the dogs for a walk down along beautiful Crown there towards the bridges on our nice new footpath, thanks to Clarence Valley Council. Throughout all the weeds in the nighttime, you're just hearing poof, poof, poof.
Yeah.
So
now I was just sort of scrolling along there. I can't quite see it though, but I'm just trying to think who comes second and third in that. Who comes second?
I don't know who comes second. I think Bernie came third.
Oh, Bernie and Mako come third. Yeah. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Anyhow, so good to see a bit of a turnout. I think they had
15, 16 boats.
Yep, okay.
Yeah, nice.
It's not too bad. And obviously, as the season goes on, that'll probably grow a little bit more because sports and other things are sort of come to an end a little bit. And yeah, Sunday. I know it was Sunday, but I'm sure that'll grow, especially in the lead up to the Australian Bass Open as well.
Oh yeah.
So that will be interesting. Anyhow, so moving on from that, was there anything else last weekend that I missed? I know there was. I know they had one maybe a couple of weeks ago down in Victoria, and I feel slack to our south of the border friends, but
there was a few other ones, but I screenshot them, but I literally just haven't had too much time to research. So I apologise, guys. This week my researching skills have been shit house.
Yeah, and I'll second that too. I've been pretty ordinary. This week though, QFFT State of Origin on the Richmond.
Yep, at Korokai on pre-fish on Friday, comp Saturday, Sunday.
You having a crack?
Bring it on, yeah, me and Sweet Chili Philly teaming up again.
Yep, righto.
For the State of Origin round, so very excited for that. Shoot up there, another river round on the beautiful Richmond River. Apparently it's looking a little bit clean, so it might be the first time I've seen, not first time, a long time I've seen it this clean.
That colour, you won't know what to do.
Well, I don't even know if the fish will know what to fucking do if I'm serious, honestly. Like, but look, I'm no expert.
Hang on. Did Karen come second?
Oh yes.
Sorry,
Karen. Yeah, Karen. And, sorry. So it was Tyson and Jacob first place. Karen and Kev second, and Bernie and
Justin. Mako.
Yeah, Mako. Yeah.
Anyhow, carry on, Karen. Let's go back to QFFT. What are they sort of numbers do you reckon they're going to get on the water there this year? This weekend.
Oh, look, they're probably. I'm expecting 20 teams from Queensland, 20 teams from New South Wales, probably.
Yeah, no, that'd be a really good turnout. That's really good, and good on them guys. Look, we've said it a number of times before, but it's nearly like the People's Comp.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think it's like the People's
and
Comp.
I hate when I have to miss it because of work or other comps and that. It's just awesome. Great bunch of people.
Yeah,
well-run comp, and it's all about. And they're really just there about what our motto, making fishing great again.
Yeah. And then from there, from my point of view, rolling over into the Flathead Classic next week after that, first week of school holidays. Start of October. It'll be great. It'll be interesting to see what the Seaway and all the little areas up between there and the jumping pin are like.
Yep.
We've got a lot of area to cover to sort of get to know, see if there's weed beds there this year, clarity of the water, how's the ribbon weed moving, so on and so on. So there will be a little bit there that we'll have to unpack when we get up there. But
don't forget about trolling the canals.
Yeah. The only thing we know that we definitely will unpack is a fuckload of chooks.
Yeah.
that is a given. So look, if you are up there in that fortnight, reach out, say good day. Come have a can with us.
I'll send some shirts with you.
Yeah, we'll have some shirts. If you want some shirts, come see us. It'll be a good. It'll be a great week. It will be a great week. It always is.
And then while he's away doing that, I'll be getting ready for the Clarence round for the Bass Electrics, proudly sponsored by Crown Hotel and BCF.
Now, anyone that sort of was thinking about going in this, tell us a little bit about what's happening, and you've organised something with the Crown in part of this competition, haven't you?
Yeah, so being used to work for the Crown with North Coast Hotel Group, Charlie was more than happy to come on board this year as a sponsor for the Village round, for the Clarence round, and so it's looking like the first place will be $1,000.
Wow, for a Bass Electric round.
Wow, due to just getting really good sponsorship for this round.
Yep.
And we'll have some BCF vouchers chucked in there. It's going to be a 2-day event, so fish Saturday, fish Sunday, and both weights combined.
Yep.
We'll take out the win. And because it's the river round, and we've had river rounds before, and it's been, because we know that rivers change so much, we've opened up a couple of different boat ramps, so you can pick an area of the river that you want to fish.
So let's talk about what you've done there, because obviously most people assume that, the comps are just generally ran from the one boat ramp, right? Yep. And there are exceptions. I've seen this happen in Victoria quite a bit. When I was down there, not quite a bit, but you do hear of it happening down there a lot, but with the ABT. But tell us about the boat ramps that have been opened up, why this has happened, and just let us hear it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll start off with the ramps that we've got open. The first ramp that we've got open is obviously at the Crown, which is below the Crown,
which is a tight little small area,
but really good. Gives you around the lower part there of Grafton, around the island. Yep. Really, really nice fishing. There's a couple of drains up the back. There's a nice little creek up the side.
Yep.
Up the side of it, there's the old. There's a couple of boats there. Yeah. And that as well. There's it's a nice spot. The next spot is up there at Cochrane Park, which is probably Grafton's premier spot for boat ramps, and that it has 4 boat ramps now that you can use, and that gives you the perfect spot of going from giving you is Elizabeth Island. Yep. Gives you Elizabeth Island, a couple of drains, and potentially getting up closer towards Ulmarra.
Yep. And you can go back towards the bridge.
And you can go back. You can head back towards the bridge and give you the potential of fishing both bridges, both bridges and both islands for the day.
Yep.
Then our third spot is going to be at Ulmarra.
Okay.
There. So Ulmarra's a nice little spot. The river narrows down into. Got lots of nice cane grass all along through there and lots of drains. Then spot number 4 is beautiful Coldstream, Jacobia.
Yeah.
So usually a spot that when ABT ran the Bass Electrics, that was the spot that they went to initially.
Yep.
So I thought we'll open up that spot, and that also opens up some of the perfect Coldstream, which is perfect for perfect for the bass fishing, and for your bass electric boats as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And has some swamp donkeys up there, as we all know about Coldstream.
So, and look, the reason why this is done right. How many entries have you got to start with? Roughly?
At the moment, we've got, I think, 22 entries.
22, yeah. So what it does, it evenly sort of just spreads out areas where everyone can fish. Now, someone could spend 2 hours there, then come back and fish 2 hours at another boat ramp, can't they? As long as they're back by
as long
the allocated time.
as long as you're back, yeah,
yeah,
and your key tag's back at that certain time.
Yeah. So I guess the point is here, right? A lot of people love fishing the coal stream. You haven't taken that away from them. You're trying to, obviously, we want everyone back at the major sponsor, right? And then everyone's got that option now. They've got a choice where they want to fish, because obviously in electric boats, it's not always a choice, is it?
No, and that's the thing as well. And the other thing that I wanted to think about as well is with the tides and winds and stuff like that.
It can be uncomfortable,
and also getting stuck and that. So with having a few boat ramps that are able to be used, I just feel like it's easier if something does happen.
It's a big body of water, so I guess if you run some of these ones at a couple of dams, I'm not saying dams are a small body of water, but essentially, if we wanted to, we could put into Yamba and then drive like 60-something Ks up to, what do you call it, Coptonhurst, right?
Yeah.
So it's a long way where, and not that you're going to go down the front and fish for bass, but I guess doing it this way, it sort of opens it up to the possibilities of fishing some new water in new areas. It spreads the field out as well, which I think is a good thing. And at the end of the day, you've got a major sponsor that's put a bit of money in for these guys.
Yeah, and with doing that, I would really like to show the best of what the river can produce.
Yeah,
and opening up the area that for us to fish gives us that chance, because a lot of us have about a 15K radius.
Yeah.
So that by spreading us out through a few ramps gives us a lot more option. And plus we also want to use this as a trial for some of the bigger dams that we do fish at. We found at Somerset that maybe if we opened up a couple more other ramps, it could have opened up a few more avenues, and we could have showcased.
And it doesn't compress the fishing though, too.
Yeah, because we're all into that one sort of avenue.
Yeah, that's right.
There might be a few guys. There's a few guys that have got
can go a little bit further.
And that, but so hopefully we this is a successful trial for us, and then we'll be able to do this next year in a couple of other dams, a couple of other bigger dams, and
I think that's the thing, isn't it? So obviously, how this is set up, the boats can't go as far as, I guess, a standard bass boat, obviously. And this way, you've created that opportunity, I guess, for the competitors to actually be able to go bang there, bang there. Not only does it spread the field out, but it gives more opportunity, I think, for every angler to get better bags, because they're not compressed on each other. Now, I'm not saying that that would happen, but if you've only got a 15K radius and you get 30 boats, most people sort of got a bit of an idea where all the little points and little offsets and little reefs are back in the river. And opening it up to the coal stream. Did you think about going any further upriver from there?
I did think about it. And we were going to, but unfortunately at the moment, I just don't feel that the ramps are 100% for some of our Queensland boys. I just didn't want them getting stuck.
Stuck
up river in a bit of a cowboy boat ramp of some
and
especially if they're not familiar.
I guess the only one I was thinking of, and this is just my thoughts, was Junction Hill, but you're still not getting all the way up to probably where you want to get to.
Yeah, no. Well, like I was going to put in Old Punt Lane, so like
Old Punt Lane. Yes, that's another one.
Potentially, then that opens up Rogan's Bridge for a couple of boys, and that. And look, a lot of the Bass Electric boys will be watching previous ABT videos and being like, all these spots I'm talking about, they've all been showcased in highlights of ABT. So there is a reason I've opened up these ramps. Because if you look and watch, and on pre-fish, you'll see certain spots and you'll be like, "Oh shit, that's there." That's not hard. And that's I'm really excited about that. But just those ramps weren't up to standard. Like the turnaround point down at Old Punt Lane, like 6. You get 6 if, for example, if 5 blokes go up there, and then they're down there like that. It's it's a bit iffy.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying with that. Yes, it's sort of
the turnaround
it's a bit of a traffic jam, isn't it? Yeah. And look, I guess when you do think about that, like I'll just use Junction Hill, it's not a whole heap of room either, but probably a little bit more room than there.
Yeah.
Anyhow. All right, mates. Thanks for giving us some insight on that. That's really good. The series has obviously gone really well this year.
Been a great series.
You've had some good numbers, some really healthy numbers in that Bass Electric space. So congratulations to you guys. That's
thanks,
been good. All right. Now, before we finish the show, have we got anything else that we want to discuss?
No, I think we're pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah. No, that's all right. Look, just remember, shirts $40. Give us a message. Send us a message if you want to help out for the Bathurst Fishing Sheds charity bash, variety bash
raffle.
Yep. So I've had a comment there, and I will get back to you there today about some direct bank account details. Just PM message us, let us know. I'll give you them details, and we make sure you get in the draw. Like you said, you're well over a couple $100 there now.
Yeah.
So let's keep that going, and let's get everyone on this podcast on board with a great cause as well. So anyhow, guys, I think that's about it from me. You've been listening to the Two Pelicans podcast. I'm Mick.
I'm Bo.
And we are the Two Pelicans. Hooroo. Oh, shit, nearly knocked that over.